Hello everyone and welcome to episode 14 of Spiritfarer, and a special early hello to Fox McCloud. Apologies for getting started a little bit later today than normal or when we would expect, but it's been a busy Monday, but we're here, and let's go ahead and hit continue with 51% of our requests completed. I'll be interested to see what the total number is, but yes, at the end of the last episode we said goodbye to... Oh, hold on. No, we cannot start off this way. Astrid. Hello to Czar. Czar, I hope that you've also had a good Monday. I don't think that I said a chance. I don't think that I said that to Fox yet, even. I hope that both of you had a good Monday. Mine was very busy, but also exhausting. That's where we are. Yeah, don't worry about it. What we are going to worry about, though, is... Okay, I honestly thought that those garlic bulbs might be ready. Do you say garlic bulbs or cloves? Hello to Solid Chrome Hickey. Hickey, I hope that you've had a nice Monday so far. Wheat. Okay. Hey, Scout, I'll let you in on a little secret. If you keep your mouth shut, you'll be fine. Did you know that garlic has, secret properties? Yeah, I know. It sounds far-fetched, but it's true. My mom ate garlic every day and never got sick. That's why my favorite food has always been garlic bread. It kept my body in tip-top shape. Now, you need to take this advice to your grave. Not exactly the most subtle of this is what my favorite food is, but A, we have some garlic bread, and B, I think that we can make it. I'm just going to go on a limb and say that it's almost certainly going to be bread plus garlic. No, what you can't... No, bread is something different. So what would that be? Wheat, flour, and garlic, I bet. All right. But yeah, in the last episode, we said goodbye to Astrid, which Astrid was honestly one of my favorite characters. I liked doing her voice. I liked her story. I felt like genuinely bad for her in the way that she got done by Giovanni. And then, like, I guess I was sort of hoping that once Giovanni left the boat, that Astrid would, like, fully and truly be completely over it. Like, realize that without Giovanni around, she was exactly the same person, exactly as happy, perfectly comfortable just being on her own, and didn't ever have to worry about what that dude thought ever again. But instead, as she said, she was incredibly tired. She was just completely worn out, and she'd gone far enough. And yeah, it was sad. I'm going to miss Astrid, but this is the sort of game, and please, please, please do not, like, share this information, but this is the sort of game where I would not be surprised if at the end of it, whatever the ending to this story is, there's a reunion or like some sort of like a coda, an epilogue for some of these characters. Maybe there's not. I would prefer not to know. I'm sort of like reading the tea leaves based on like what kind of game it is. So we've got a couple things. First of all, if I don't have garlic bread... Oh, hi. I thought I got all the sheep. I did not. Czar just had a job interview. Czar, that sounds like an activity I'm familiar with recently. And now I'm waiting for one of the trainers to get back so I can do my road test. Czar, I hope that the... Now, were you conducting the interview, or you were participating? You were the one being interviewed, based on the way that that's phrased. That would be my assumption, but maybe I'm wrong. So, hold on. Let's do... Actually, we might have the recipe. I don't actually know. We know how to make bread, and that's just straight up wheat, flour. I will also say, I also do not get sick very often, and I do also like myself some garlic. I try not to like it in a situation where I'm going to be around people who don't like garlic or do not have a chance to you know, brush my teeth. I'm not looking. Here we go. Wheat flour and garlic. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought. Okay, so let's do wheat flour. And if it's going to be Mickey's favorite or Bruce's favorite, whatever their names are, let's do 3 of those, and then we'll get the garlic, which is probably here. Garlic. I don't think I've cooked anything with garlic yet. I do not think that I've used this as a recipe. Oh my goodness, hello! Hold on, Fox Cloud was saying, did he say garlic? And indeed he did. Czar was the one being interviewed. Well, Czar, I very much hope that it went well. Best wishes for you. And then Patikan raided over. Patikan, thank you so much for the raid. Hello to Patikan, Moo, Diesel, Jones. Diesel, it's awesome to see you as well. Grumpy and Moo, I did see that Don't Trust the Waffles. At least, I think they were still streaming at the time that we went live. We can't, just so you know, there's a limit on tag size, so it is not possible to fit in Don't Trust the Waffle supporter. So I went a different route with it, but I hope that you guys have all had a wonderful weekend and into a great Monday. By the way, Patikan, Mad Max, looks amazing. Like, it really, really, really looks great. It made me want to look back on mine, because I think that your stream looks significantly better than mine did when I streamed Mad Max. Seriously. It really looks great. It is... No, it's not too late. Okay, hold on. So what do we want to do? Neoclassical Nordic fireplace. We might need to go find the acetate in Old Central District. Let's go do that, because I feel like we're more likely going to be able to do that. Old Central District is... No. Here. Let's just go there. Let's not worry about it too much. Yeah, just immediately stop. Patikan says, I love Angel saying hello to everybody in a normal way, and then Diesel Jones. We get, like, I am very, very, very happy to see everybody in this stream. I get to tell many of the people in this stream this. I'm very blessed that I get to say this to people very frequently. Diesel has gotten so busy with his photography work and any other work that he has going that it's a rare opportunity that we get to say hello to Diesel. So I wanna really pack in the delight. I want everybody to know how much we appreciate them being here. I'm also really happy that Diesel's here. And hello to Jab! Patikan saying, but Patikan, I'm like, yours looks like it's both at a higher resolution and just overall the quality is like, that game still looks really good, and the quality in your stream I think really stands out. We have more wheat than corn, so we're gonna do that, and no rice, by the way. So we're just gonna leave that up to mill overnight, which I really have not been keeping my eye on the mill. We need to get some rice, and that means I need to get some rice seeds. So we might reroute there. Diesel Jones loves it here. Well, Diesel, we love having you here. I mean, that's true for everybody. I just, you know, real life happens. Hold on. Stop. We need to go get some rice, and that means that I need a second to look at the map and figure out where we can get rice. No. I mean, maybe, but probably not. No. 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 No, although apparently there's a blueprint chest there that we should check out. How about up here? Cabbage, metal, rope, and glass. No. Celery, sunflower, pear, cabbage. Like, rice seeds, that's just not something that you just, like, find in the world, right? I mean, there has to be another source for them. Oh, hold on. I might be able to go to Kalkstein Mines. Remember, we had to, like, learn all the different movement abilities. I doubt they're going to have rice there, but we should go back there. Rice. Okay, so Furugawa. So I want to fast travel to the bus stop, and that means that we are going to go to this bus stop to get there. Moo is giving Diesel Jones a kind hug. Patikan saying the stream resolution is 1080p, but in-game is 1440p. That might... I think that we might have been playing at 1080p as well. I don't remember. Czar just got a phone call just as he was about to call to ask about the road test. They're requesting to reschedule it for 10 a.m. tomorrow. My policy with questions or recommendations made during a job interview is yes. We're going to put honey on pork chops and see what that gets us. Probably a stomachache. Now, there are exceptions. When Centrifugal Force was doing like a job interview, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but it felt to me like at one point she was being told some nonsense. But that was a while ago, and she wound up at a job that she was really, really happy with, and hopefully that remains true to this day. Also, we're in like an eclipse? Oh, that's right. We're like in a nebula cloud here. So, I don't know that I need quartz, but the quartz dragon just happens to be selling. So we're going to go pop over and say hello to them. But yeah, Diesel Jones, I hope that the photography work for you is going well. I hope your sister's well. I don't actually know how many other members of your family there are, but whoever and however you've been doing, I hope it's been really, really good. We're going to try to do one more fishing before we ram into this dragon. Hold on. We also have to get the eggs out of the coop. It's interesting that this game has like 20% Harvest Moon in it, along with everything else. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go say hello to the Quartz Dragon, start the event. Patikin saying he never gets hello with like, well, I will say that at least I tried to be like, Patikin, thank you so much for the raid. Also, by the way, as long as we're talking about like people who are out there, Ricardinho is currently streaming, and we were lurking in his stream for a while before starting, doing some Minecraft. Similar to others, it's great to see him on again. He had a very... I don't even know the word for it, honestly. His school year was packed, and alongside with his internship and stuff, it's just... He's had a ton of stuff going on. So to see him get to chill out at home and relax and just like play some games and not be working or schooling for a bit, I hope it's as relaxing for him as I would like to think that it is. Oh. By the way, just while I'm going up here, is it true that there were 30 episodes of My Mother the Car? What? I feel like that can't possibly be right. I must have confused these numbers with something else. Because what the hell would you talk about for 30 episodes of your mother being a car? Hey, you still a car? Oh, shit. Well, all right. I'll check in with you tomorrow. I keep hoping that the dragon loops here will come up before I hit the water, and they never do. What do you even offer your mother if she's a car? Like, does she want gasoline? This is boring as shit. Zara is saying, I'm flexible on this because whoever posted the job screwed up. The posting says open interviews instead of open interview availability. Call to make your appointment. Wait, so did you just show up? You just walked in and they were like, oh, yeah, I guess technically that says open interviews, doesn't it? All right, well, we'll get you in here real quick. That would explain why they want to reschedule. Yeah, if you are... I would think in a situation like that, if you're pretty cool about it, they're going to take that as a good sign. At least I know that I would. So, honey and pork chops. Glazed pork chops? Honey ham. That's incredibly obvious now that I think about it. Let's see. What else can we make with honey? We can make honey and eggs. That sounds awful. Let's make it. I like honey on many things. Wait, what's this? I can see it so vividly. Mickey was a kid. Young. Too young. Some piece of shit comes out of nowhere and hits me with a baseball bat. Didn't even see the shit stain. My body goes limp and hits the ground. Mickey is red, like a tomato. He grabs the guy who's still hitting me with the bat, by the way, throws that asshole into the side of a car. The windows shatter. That guy's glass all over him. He's screaming repeatedly, "It's in my eyes! It's in my eyes!" Blood is coming out of his eyes, and Mickey, well, he's just laughing. What a laugh. That laugh could lull me to sleep. Anyway, that's the whole story. Get the hell out of here. Aren't we supposed to be going somewhere, kid? How do you start this crazy thing? Oh, that's right. We wanted to go to Furagawa. It's right over there. Just go the other way past the bus stop. You can hear that stupid otter. This dumbass music. Maxine says it's getting really cold tonight. Already below 15 degrees Celsius. That sounds really nice, Maxine. Can we get some of that? I don't have a lot of thoughts today. I would like to navigate the place that I work to a place where it's not just crisis after crisis after crisis. And it would be something if the crises that we were moving between, were in some way either anticipatable or our responsibility, so that we could maybe then take actions, be like, how do we stop this from happening again? But it's not. So it's just like, it feels like every day we've just sort of been at the whim of like, okay, so what's going to go wrong today? Oh, there it is. Mark Wack is confirming My Mother the Car ran for 30 episodes. One of the writers of the show was James L. Brooks of Simpsons fame. Wow. And I know that, wasn't it like Jerry Van Dyke? Wasn't he was the star of that show, I think. I've never seen him as such a young man. I am mostly familiar with his work from the television series Coach, where he was very, very funny, and I liked him a lot. Yeah, Jerry Van Dyke, Gary Marshall. Gary Marshall was like a television writer and producer for like a million years. I don't think that he got near enough credit for his acting, because that man, he was just an incredibly funny person. Oh, hold on. No, okay. I would like to buy some rice seeds, please. I don't want to talk to you. Furagawa is a quiet place. Oh, Christ. I don't want to keep talking to you. Lost at sea. Oh, okay. I guess we might do that. Rice seeds, please. I feel like I have some rice seeds. I don't have tomato seeds. I just planted the last set of that. Let's get some leek seeds, just in case. All right. And I don't want to sell anything to him. Okay. Jerry Van Dyke was the star, says Mark Quack. By the way, hello to Mark Quack. Mark Quack, I am confusing the name of your current cat with the cat that you told me about in the DM. So, your current cat, the one that was, with the thyroid condition, how is she doing? Hopefully well. Adair? What the hell was her name? I always feel bad when I remember. I mean, like, the cat probably doesn't care, but I do. Czar is saying, I just showed up and they weren't ready. The hiring manager was in meetings all day. Didn't have any of my information printed or anything. The fact that they're talking to you, Czar, I think is a really good sign. Hold on. I will, in fact, talk to this guy. He's got something new, and I've made... Oh, we've done creme brulee before. Honey and egg. Francis says it's your lucky day. An errand, fresh off the presses. Have a look-see. I mean, I'd actually kind of like to do this. It might take me a second to get the threads, though. Apple pie we might be able to do. That's going to take too long. That's going to take too long. No, I don't have that. Here, I'll give you that and that. I don't have that. I'll give you lots of fruit. Here's that and this. Okay, so if I can make a lot of wool and linen thread very quickly, I need, let's see, 20 of each and then some nebula thread on top. Yeah. Sir, if you can hold on a second, I will loom up everything that you're asking for. I just feel like 30 episodes of My Mother the Car, that is a Herculean effort to say to one or more writers, we need you to make this concept work. Was it cotton thread? I sure hope it was, because that's what I'm making. Okay, and then we wanted some nebula thread. I needed at least one. Okay, I hope he's still there. I still hear his music. Sir, I have some errands. Oh, crud, it was wool thread. Okay, well, let's do... Shit! Everything was wool thread. I need 5 seconds. I still, to this day, remember when I said to the man at the ice cream truck, I have the money. My house is that one right there. Just hold on. I'll be right back. He says, all right, I got you. I'll wait. Ran to my house, sprinted to my house, got the money, came back. Dude was long gone. It's like, he saw me run apparently to the horizon. Like, screw this. I got places to be. And he's not wrong. Like, for all he knows, I'm going to go inside. My parents are going to tell me no. And then he's just sitting there and I never come back. So I get it. I'm just saying, I still remember, like, man, I was so disappointed when I came out. Okay, I don't have that. Nebula fabric. If he'll give me a second, I'll go get some hematite. What do I need? 9 nebula fabrics? We need to get ourselves some thread to weave into the fabric. That should be enough if I'm relatively good at this. Okay, don't go. Okay, errands. Okay, is there anything else I can do for him really quick? He's not gonna wait around while I cook. I might, if we're, depending on how long it takes to make an apple pie, but the trouble is I don't know how long it takes. If I'd put it in first, I feel like we'd be okay. Apple pies, apple and flour. Is he leaving? Cook. Apple, and did it matter what type of flour? I've got slightly more of this, so let's see if we can cook one. Yeah. I should have put that in first, where he's not going to hang around for this. Jab is saying Southern Europe is getting hit really hard with heat as well. Yeah, so I know that the previous heat wave, or a heat wave last week, was called Cerberus, and then the next one was going to be called Charon. And the reason that I remember that is that we're playing this game, and Charon was a character in it. So I don't know if it's moved on to that. Shiloh is the current foster. Anne is doing quite well, eating and drinking quite a lot, which is very good. That is awesome. Sometimes, I know from humans at least, sometimes thyroid medications can suppress appetite. So that sounds like they are adjusting really well. It is she, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Patikin's saying it's always hot in Southern Europe. There's moments when it's like now, and then moments with a Bislett heat, but it's always hot in summer. I have, I think that the multiple days of 100 and above Fahrenheit degree weather is what's drawing a lot of attention, but I've not spent any time in Southern Europe, and my details may be incomplete. Mark Rock is saying he's got a synopsis of My Mother the Car episode 3. Dave is forced to drive his mother to the mountaintop wedding, but along the way... along the way, she gets drunk on antifreeze. Okay. I have to say, that's actually the best sales pitch you could have made for the game. So, wait. Sorry, we can't get too deep into this, because my next question would be, so, does the car now drive erratically, even if Dave is sober? I got two pies out of that. I did not mean to pet Daffodil, but I'll take it. Sir, I have your pie. Don't go. Okay. So that was worth a lot of money. If you ever look over at the rewards, like this one right here, if I could make crepes and scrambled eggs, that'd be 15,000. I can make scrambled eggs. That's eggs and milk. I don't think I know how to make crepes. Eggs and wheat, maybe? I don't know. Well, let's try something. Let's do the eggs and milk. I don't think the scrambled eggs take that long. And if he does leave before we have a chance to give him the scrambled eggs and the crepes or whatever, we still wind up with eggs and crepes. So, seems pretty good. Crepes are really good, by the way. I've said that I love breakfast food. I just don't like eating at breakfast time. You serve me crepes anytime after like 9 a.m., I'm going to inhale them and then want more. But yeah, right when I wake up, it's a little too much. Crepes are similar to pancakes. I wonder if they take a different flour. I wonder if I know... I'm not even 100% sure that I know how to make pancakes. Our alternative to doing this, by the way, is to go to sleep, and I'd rather try to satisfy some of these contracts. So here's our scrambled eggs. So now if we can learn how to make crepes, or discover that I already know how to make crepes somehow. Otherwise, we'll try to figure it out. Okay, beef fondue, coal. No, 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 no. I would assume that it would be, crepes would be next to pancakes on the menu. That could be not how this is laid out. You know what, that's probably complete nonsense, because the sunny side up eggs are nowhere near the scrambled eggs. Okay, I have no idea. I also didn't actually see pancakes on here, so it's possible that I don't know how to make those either. So if I was to make pancakes, I would probably start with wheat flour, and then I'd need to mix them up with, like... Have we tried wheat flour and milk? I don't know. Yeah, let's try wheat flour and milk. See what we get. Oh, boy. This is going to take longer than we have. I think it's going to take more experimentation than we have time for right now. So, like, more time than we're going to get out of him is what I mean. Oh my god, hold on, we just got a huge raid. Hello to Abtaria. Hey, isn't that Kay? And everybody raiding over. Thank you so much for the huge raid. I need to pause here for a second to do some shouts out. Hold on just one second. Patikin had raided a short time ago, so let's do a quick shout out for Patikin as well. And then we'll do a shout out for Abtaria, who was playing, wow, Dragon Age 2. I'd be surprised if it was your first time, but also not surprised if it was your first time, because A lot of people are, getting a chance to revisit games, especially in the wake of the Steam Summer Sale and the return of EA to Steam. I've seen a lot of people seem like, I always wanted to play this, but I didn't want to just do it through EA Origin. How are you liking Dragon Age 2 so far? I'm going to plant some of these seeds, the rice seeds, by the way. It's my second run, says Uptaria. Zara is saying, what's your favorite breakfast food to eat for supper? If this is a general question, let's see. I mean, the thing is, like, I really like eggs. I like eggs in almost every form that they can come in. Scrambled eggs, deviled eggs, hard-boiled eggs, sunny-side-up eggs, over-easy eggs. I mean, I don't want to Bubba Gump shrimp this, but, like, I like a lot of different eggs. So, eggs are just good at any time of the day. I also find them very filling. So usually you take like if I eat 2 hard-boiled eggs, I'm pretty good for a while. Like that's a good amount of food. I can eat like 4 entire chickens, or I can eat 2 hard-boiled eggs, and that's good. After that, pancakes are really good, waffles are really good. Omelets, actually, you know what? I feel like an omelet would be too heavy for dinner. Because, like, that's just, again, that's like a lot all at once, and then you're usually going to be going to bed before too long. So I feel like maybe not an omelet. A nice crispy waffle, I think, would be really good. And the thing about waffles is, waffles are so much more than just breakfast food. Like, you can have, like, ice cream and pancakes, I guess, but serving ice cream on a hot waffle is like a lot better. It's a whole different experience. Crepes! Holy shit! What did I just make? I was trying to make pancakes and I made crepes by mistake. That was milk and flour, right? Which flour was it? Does it matter? Hold on. See, now we've got to find crepes in the list so that I can remember what I just made. Crepes. That was wheat flour and milk. So let's try rice flour and milk. Oh, you can't mix rice and milk. That is not allowed. Oh, shit. Then I still feel like pancakes would be wheat flour then. Or maybe just straight up wheat. That seems a little crunchy. And then did we try wheat and eggs? I feel like you do put some eggs into making the waffles. Or not waffles, the pancakes. Or the sunflower oil. Because you have to grill them, basically, don't you? Not grill, but it's not really frying. It's like you pour the batter onto the pan and it's hot, but the oil is there to stop it from sticking. Sorry, for everybody that just joined, this merchant right here, we're trying to make an order of crepes, which I just did by mistake, and then an order of pancakes. So we're going to see if we can do it. I love this game so much, says Uptaria. It's very touching. Yeah, I'm going to give another shot. So for anybody, like, I'm going to say something that happened earlier in the game. And I've tried to talk about this on a couple of occasions, and it hasn't gone well, because this was the one that really hit me. Alice was a character who was on the boat, and when she left, that was the end of that stream. Like, I was not going to be able to continue from that point. And the thing that got to me about Alice, which I've failed to get into now a couple times, is everyone that we've had on the boat reaches a point of acceptance about the path that they took through life, and now the time that they've had here in this sort of like limbo world to like figure things out, and they realize that it's their time. The thing that really got to me about Alice was that she went to the next stage not understanding what was going on for her. That was the really hard part. The wrestling with dementia that she had, and that was continuing to progress for her, in the afterlife. Did Alice have the dresser of clothes for you? Yes. Yes. I think that that's still in her place. And now that you mention it, well, hold on. The merchant will leave in a second if we could leave at any moment as far as I know. Focaccia? I don't know exactly how to pronounce that. That's not quite what I was hoping for. Maybe corn flour? We haven't tried corn flour and milk. That could give us something. What I was about to say is that now that you mention it, I have unlocked milk toast. Okay. I don't know how to make pancakes, you guys. And this is not an invitation for a spoiler. I just don't know. Eggs and... I really feel like it's got to be flour. It's got to be flour based. But what would you make pancakes out of? We tried flour and oil. We tried flour and eggs. We tried flour and milk. I'm kind of curious to see what comes out of flour and onion, honestly. I think we're going to have to we're going to have to figure out pancakes on the path because we're not getting any closer here, unfortunately. Kay says Alice killed me, and Optaria said that one hurt so badly. I cried so hard of it. Yeah, I like, and like it's all on stream. Like it's right there. I don't shy away from it. It was that was the one that was really tough. And once I'm done, wait, hold on. We know what he likes. He likes things that are either exotic or acquired tastes. Sure, have this. Another facet of my existence. It's exotic, and I love it. Here, have a hug. Oh, wait, we didn't do the hug, though. Okay, hold on. I keep drifting off from the thought, which is, at the dresser... I might actually have to go to the builder table because we have too many structures now, and I can't remember them all. Hold on, let's go to improve. Bruce and Mickey. No, that's industry. Astrid's bungalow. Gustav's gallery. This is Uncle Atol's place. That's Beverly's farmhouse. Guest house. Alice's cottage. Okay. Need to figure out which one it is. Okay. I keep getting outfits. I have not put on Annie's beach outfit for the, by the way. So, like, yeah. Let's mix things up. And Daffodil's been purple for a while. Let's make her... Oh, I like Fern. Okay. She's a cat from the Feywild. Okay, people yelling for me. What are you doing all day? This operation needs a dedicated cook. I know you just fed me yesterday, but come on. What's happening? What? Hey, if you want food, you gotta stay still for a second, though. Onion rings? Okay. Is it not Uncle Atol? Is that... Am I not... Is it not pronounced that way? Is it supposed to be like atoll or something? That's the thing about games where, like, they never say the names out loud. I'm sometimes given to... The Vacation Grey Miss Peaks. I don't remember that being a topic, sir. Let's... Okay, he doesn't like shellfish. Oh, the garlic bread. Let's give him the garlic bread that we made. It's just for him. Please tell me I didn't give away all the garlic bread. There it is. Okay, a little bit of garlic bread. Let me get reacquainted with my favorite food. Don't mind if I do. Come here for a hug. Hayes in that case saying Bruce and Mickey. No, those two are certainly an acquired taste. I like doing the voice. I can't go on like this. I need something to eat, and yesterday. Do we know what she likes? I think she likes old-fashioned foods. Sure, have some bouillabaisse. Yeah, thank you. Hey, I didn't say you could pick me up. Okay. So we have done a lot of errands, contracts, whatever they're called. Favors for that guy. Hold on. Let's just adjust that up. Now, I think at long last, we can be on our way. And we'll most likely fast travel since it is now currently on the opposite side of the map. I think that once we start moving, we're going to have to adjust the windmill again. Yeah, I had a great time. Like, for me, I had a really good time. I found the first Dragon Age very challenging. And I've said in a few places in the past, Dragon Age Origins was, like, one of the first games I can remember where it was like, oh, you need to spend this money. Like, the gold that I was acquiring and the items, those weren't just, like, I don't know, something that you could, like, stockpile infinitely like you can in a lot of RPGs. Like, you were expected to spend that gold to fill out the sets to, like, get all the stuff that you needed. And after I realized that, I had a great time with the first Dragon Age. And then Dragon Age Inquisition, I loved that one right from the start. I really had a good time with that. I loved how open world it was. I loved that you could, like, get yourself into, like, oh, this is too rough for me right now. I need to bookmark this and then come back a lot later when I'm actually ready for it. So we want to go to Old Central District. Let's go here, and then we can stop by Silver Dragon on the way. Hayes and that K likes the voice work. Yeah, Mickey and Bruce they're fun to do the voice for. So was Astrid, and I feel like the voice was a little bit similar, but Astrid's whole, like, backstory about being like a union steward or whatever she was up to, that informed her voice a lot. Yeah, we're gonna go here and then here. Tara played Inquisition first and then went back and played the others. It's such a great series and the lore is really cool. It must be very interesting to go back to play the original Dragon Age after the two sequels, or like after Inquisition, specifically because that first Dragon Age didn't have a lot of the like a lot of the visual style worked out yet. I do not have gold. I'll do one of these really quick. A lot of the things that, like, you would recognize as being Dragon Age from Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition just wasn't there yet in terms of, like, the visual style and stuff. Like, the designs of the armor and stuff. Also, what's his face? The sort of big, muscular gray guy. I don't remember his name. He just, like, doesn't have those horns that everybody else in his race has, and it's not really particularly explained in the first game. I'm trying to remember if they, like, backfill something like, oh yeah, I got my horn shaved off like Hellboy or something. But he did, that dude, whatever his name was in Dragon Age Inquisition, sorry, Dragon Age Origins, he had one of my favorite, like, reactions in a, like an RPG of that style. I've talked on many occasions about my adoration of when you ask him to, like, tell me about your people. He's like, no, I'm not going to try to summarize my entire culture into an easy to digest paragraph for you. Give me hoops to stand on. You jerk. Okay, I need something lower that I can jump to. Oh! Okay, apparently I have to wait for it to go up, and then we'll have the... Hey! I guess I just thought that I would be raised up. Also, for me personally, and, you know, everybody can do what they want, I did not feel like reading the first Dragon Age, or the Dragon Age novel, which was a prequel to the first game. I did not feel like reading that served me well, because it sent me into the game with a lot of expectations that I don't feel like were particularly well met. Hold on. Like, the book was fine and the game was fine, but I did not feel like they meshed that well together. And then, of course, because I'm just a glutton for punishment, I did read the second book ahead of the second game, and that I don't remember having any particular impact one way or the other. Fairy says, I was so excited when I first met Brother Gentivi in Origins. Was that the Enchanter guy, or was that... It's been a long time since that game. I remember very specific character moments from that game, and then the overall plot of Dragon Age Origins. We'll kill this with fire. Wow, your hat is so big. Man, look at that cat. Wow, am I in a garden? Is this a boat? On water? Oh, this is wild. Catch this. It was in the ground with me. See ya. Will you just get an obol? Where does this thing go? This just wanders off? No, seriously though. Can I help you with something? Okay, that's a big hug. Oh wow, you're good at this. Stanley just lives here now? Needs a home. Sorry, I just looked at mood perk. Brings you useless garbage. Hey, we can sell useless garbage. Nothing's useless in this game. Grumpy is saying... Okay, hold on. Abtari clarifying... Oh, hold on, it just scrolled off. Brother Gentivi is the Chantry Scholar. I need to pause it, because I don't think it's paused on this screen. Hold on. Zara's saying Dragon Age Origins was such a good game. One of favorite classic RPGs to date. It was a very good game. I feel like the series has... grown up a lot, like developed. It's been allowed to cultivate with additional information to it. So like from a world building perspective, that's not fair to say though, because they still had like the enchanters and the tranquils and there's a lot there. I just feel like a lot of that stuff got more thoroughly delivered on in the sequels. Brother Gentivi is a Chantry Scholar who travels all over, and you find most of his lore codexes throughout the games. I'm not sure that I'd put that together. Grumpy is saying time to bike home. Grumpy, have a safe ride and hopefully a cool one. Yeah, Abtari says that he lives here now. More refined, says Zar. Yeah, like it's like the Dragon Age universe gets a much more distinctive sense of identity as it goes forward, which is not a knock against the first game. It's just, it's interesting to talk to people like Abtaria that went back and played the first game later, because it just, I've always thought that like the armor designs would seem awfully basic compared to what feels like a more studied embrace of what sort of the aesthetic of the world is in the later games. So it's not a very windy day. We're just gonna notch that down. Okay. Well past time for bed, I'd say. And then tomorrow we will go ashore. Oh, you just stay in here. You stay in my room, do you? Wakes up easily enough. So, hold on. I was planning to go to bed, but I do feel a little bit weird with a mushroom person there. So, can we build a Stanley house? Not yet. Beverly, Bruce, yeah. We might need to get to know Stanley a little bit better. If I was Stanley, I would not eat mushrooms. I would not want to eat any food that involved mushrooms. I don't feel like that would be. Also, I can't go to sleep because Stanley lives here now. Yeah, I'm just letting you guys know, I can't go to sleep because Stanley is here. I might be able to ring the bell. Stanley, wake up. Get out of my room. Oh, he got a mood negative for that. Well, I have a mood negative because I can't go to sleep. Hazelnut K would love a Dragon Age Origins remake. That would be an interesting one to see them remake, because if all they did was update the graphics, animations, and textures, they kept all the same gameplay details and sort of like the gameplay mechanics, and updated the artwork, like new meshes, new models, and sort of like brought the franchise, brought that first game more into line with sort of the visual presentation of the later games, I think that'd be a really interesting product. I'm trying to think of, like, I know there's been other games that did this when they did like a remaster or something. They sort of like reworked things, sometimes very subtly, to iron out any discrepancies between what was in there and what had come later. One of the big ones that comes to mind, and not a great example, is when Star Trek Enterprise had Klingons that had like those ridged foreheads like they do in the movies and then in Next Generation, rather than just making them people with tans. Really want to stress, I would love to go to sleep, but as long as Stanley is squatting in Stella's room, we gotta keep busy tonight. Tara's saying the graphics are something to adjust, especially the fighting. In Inquisition, I never use party tactics, but in Origins and Dragon Age 2, I'm often messing with their tactics and pausing during battles to handle things person to person. I definitely did that a lot in Dragon Age Origins. Also, the expansion pack for Origins, I'm trying to remember what was the name of it, but they did like a story expansion pack. That was falling off a log easy. Like, I don't know if I was over-leveled for it, or if they just tuned it to be a little bit easier after the base game had been, but when I went into the expansion pack for Origins, my character just, like, two-shotted every enemy in the game. It was really funny. But, like, the storytelling was still there. Oh, wait, I missed Grumpy's warning to Moo altogether. Hold on. Let's feed this sheep. I have to wait for dawn under all circumstances, so I will take a quick look here. Wait, what did Grumpy say? Grumpy said, the category worked this time. Woohoo, pro streamer move right there. Mia, thank you for doing the shout out to Grumpy. Oh, Grumpy was shouting out to Moo, hey Moo, hide your lovers. So yeah, make sure that they get out the door, out the window, or are very, very quiet in the back of the closet. Back by the shoe boxes. More rice. I really need some of this stuff. Zara saying that the crazy, the Star Trek song addresses the crazy Klingon BS. I think that, like, for real, what it is just, like, the production values in the 1960s were just not thinking about what audiences might expect aliens to look like decades later. And when they started to do the Star Trek movies, followed by Next Generation, they said, I don't think that we can really afford to be beholden to what production values were like for a low-budget series on television from the 60s. So, like, for me, like, I'm like, okay, so they updated the Klingons. I was as surprised as everybody else when the Klingons make an appearance in Star Trek Discovery, and they look a lot different. However, I was ultimately... My issue with Discovery was more that the Klingons talked too much. because they talk very, very, very slowly in another language, and it just feels like it takes forever. Aside from that, the new visual design, I was fine with that. If you're going to redesign things in a Star Trek series, you might as well go all the way. Awakenings, was that what it was called, that first expansion? Atari was very sad. Not sure what was going on with my EA account, but Origin was constantly crashing on me, and I couldn't finish it this time, which sucked. That does sound very annoying. I have not tried to play Origins since I played and finished it the one time. Okay, so, sorry, we are... Let's think for 1 second. I'm supposed to find an acetate in Old Central District. I'm not even kidding. I think I just need to double check that this is Old Central District, because I wasn't paying attention on the way in, and I don't want to spend 30 minutes trying to figure it out if I'm not even on the right island. Also, if Moo or Patikin are here, can somebody also do a shout out for Mia? Mia, thank you very much for doing the shout outs for Moo and Patikin. But if one of them are still available, that would be... Sorry, I just want to double check that I'm on the right island. Old Central District. So I'm looking for an acetate, which I didn't think was an object so much as a substance, but I could be completely wrong. Moo, thank you very much for doing the shout out. I will also say that the story of Shale, without like getting too deep into it, Shale was a DLC character for the first Dragon Age Origins there, and the game I think would have been a much diminished experience for me if not for Shale. Shale wasn't like the most important character, like you absolutely positively have to have this character. But, like, to not have had Shale, I think really would have disrupted my... Oh, well, I thought I could... I don't know why I thought that was a platform. Hold on. Okay. That was during a period in time when game companies were really experimenting with locking pretty important stuff behind like day one passes and stuff to try to like get the used market under control. Okay, I can't jump higher than this apparently. Is there anything else I can get to from here? Yes. It's probably about as high as I can go. Nope, a little higher. Is there any... Oh, phew. Hi, I'm looking for an acetate. Oh. This is so intense. Look at everybody down there. Ants. We're giants. I think we are better than them. Is this an acetate? No, but it's a recipe for cornbread. Corn flour and oil would be my guess. Mia, thank you for doing, these are the same shoutouts. Sorry, just double checking. Hold on just 1 second. Moo is double checking around for hookers, blow, and or lovers and sees only piles of dirty laundry, dirty dishes. Wait, no, don't have the rest of it. Sorry, Grumpy fumbled a dismount and almost face planted, but Moo had said... Wait, where is it? Well, dirty laundry, dirty dishes, napping cats, lazy kids, and decides she's in the clear. Okay, sorry. This is where we just got the thing, yes? Okay. There's another person up there to talk to, though, and I don't currently know how we would reach them because I'm not an Aarakocra. Oh, we can climb up these at the outside. Okay. No! Ugh. can't feel my face. I haven't blinked in forever. It's because of this gentle wind. I wish I knew how to get down from here. Okay, so we know that there's like a thing over here, but I don't know. I don't feel like it's very far over, but I don't know by how much. Oh, perfect. Henry, 8 years old. I don't know what that means. Oh, project the... That's what it was. Is that what they call film canisters? Acetates? Waffles was playing a puzzle game. Yes, The Witness, that we all think you might enjoy, or rather, we might all enjoy watching you play and curse at it. I have never played The Witness. I don't think that I would be brave enough to play it on stream. I also think that if I did play it on stream, it would be a lot of me sitting very quietly and like writing notes. Like I said, I've not played it, but from what I am to understand, in order to progress in The Witness, you'll wind up like basically creating this like elaborate code book for yourself to like help remember all of the things that you need to. Okay, so let's go project the thing for... Yes. Also, I have a name. Hold on. Okay. Oh, nuts. You know what I just now remembered? Remember when the merchant was here? I forgot to sell all our stuff to the merchant. I didn't even check. Oops. Hey, kid. My brother's been asking when we're gonna get fed already. Poached fruit has 2 items in it, and it's not made of shellfish. Hey, let me dumb it down for you. Simple equals bad. Okay. I feel like this is too much seafood. He does like garlic bread. Okay, it would help, sir, if you didn't haul Mickey around while I was trying to feed him. I can't believe we can't get fed over here. The service is terrible. It's like every time I get up and fly around at random, I'm not getting any food. Keep stopping on that one. No, no. I don't like the beef stew. Fox McCloud is back with buffalo chicken nugget pizza. That sounds extremely good. No. I've not previously tried to hug Mickey in at a time when he was not in the mood for it, so I've never gotten the no before. Grumpy is looking for Moo and putting into chat, where are you? And also asking why the TV is on. Is it currently tuned to static? Because that would at least open the possibility that they're here. Can I just throw out there, please, Grumpy, wait for Moo to come downstairs, and then with your palm pressed flat against the glass of the television, turn around and just go, yay, they're here. Okay, I haven't milked this cow in days. Moo is asking, did TVs do static? Mine, I used to have one, and I think we might still have it hooked up. My old one was like an early LCD, and if you tuned it to like a numeric channel that it didn't have access to, it would show static. Whether or not it was like, what's the phrase I'm thinking of? Like, like whether or not it was just simulating static to say I don't have a signal here or what, that I don't know. Okay, so we fed and milked the cow. We did that. I guess we can stop by the orchard here. Moo is justly slapping me for having neglected the cow. Yeah, they really need to be milked every day, and I've not been doing a good job of that. Let's project the thing for Beverly. Henry, 8 years old. Portrait of Beverly knitting on a chair. Look at that. It's not a giant robot. That's me. I look so young. Oh, wow. He was drawing me knitting on that chair. Oh, Henry. Growing up made such a sweetheart out of him. Before that, he was a little monster. The kind of kid who's noisy when the show is on, but calm during the commercials. One day, he just calmed down. It was strange. Overnight, he became his dad. Brilliant and quiet. Real quiet. He just retreated into his thoughts. What an odd thing to think in your head at night? Dream. Yeah, dream about. Okay, we're probably now waiting for Beverly to share her next thoughts. I could see if we could do the desk upgrade or whatever it's called. I would be a little bit surprised if we have the resources for that, but we could look. Let me just remember. Gustav's gallery with the neoclassical Nordic fireplace. Nope. His place is right here. Oh, look at that. I have everything. Ta-da! Wait for Gustav to give you the designs for the exhibit. Okay. And then head over to Grey Mist Peaks, which I'm trying to remember if, like, we can't go there yet. Yeah, that's on the other side of the fog gate, so we're not headed there yet. So I've never been to the quarry. Well, I've been to the quarry. We couldn't go into the quarry before. Now we should. Kalkstein Mines, that's what I was thinking of. So we definitely go there, because I think we can get entrance to it now. Also, I picked up something called, like, Lost at Sea. At least I thought I did. Yeah, Astrid Spirit Flower, Giovanni Spirit Flower. But I'm pretty sure that I need 3 Spirit Flowers for, like, the next upgrade. Like the, I can double check this, but the fog burner, I'm pretty sure that I need 3. Grumpy says, never neglect the cow. I've learned the hard way. Indeed. Grumpy's nursing his bruisers. Fox McCloud is saying, gets glims from milking the cow. Wait, did I get glims from milking the cow? Wow, I really do have to say on top of that, we need the cash. Obel. Oh, wait, I have 3 spirit flowers. Okay. I should probably go get the boat upgrade then. Unexpected, but we will head... Here's what we'll do. Go there, then there. Well, let's just go there and there. Hello to Debauchery! So, Debauchery, I was thinking yesterday, you had asked, like, hey, did we get anything cool on the Steam summer sale? And at the time, I mostly talked about... We sort of talked a little bit about Jedi Survivor, which is, you know, looking forward to that one. Whoops, I took everything out, so we'll put some back in. Aside from that, I picked up the 2 expansions for 2 Point Campus. And, like, I definitely want to do some more 2 Point Campus. Patikin specifically had expressed an interest in seeing more of that on stream. But that might fill a slot similar to the Rift Breaker, where it's just sort of like here and there where I've got an hour and be fun to jump on so that then we can raid over to somebody. I don't know that a sort of like management game like that, but I don't know. I'm open to anything, so we'll see how it goes. Grumpy is saying it's Moo's birthday soon. I have no gift. It was nice knowing you all. Well, Grumpy, can you clue us in on when it is, in fact, Moo's birthday? Because at the very least, I would love to be able to say, happy birthday. I'm always, like, I'm one of those people that will look at the calendar and say, okay, so-and-so's birthday is in 6 weeks. Okay, so it's 5 weeks. Let's see here. It was coming up in 3 weeks. And then when it actually, like, happens, I, like, completely forget about it. And then, like, a month later, be like, oh, god damn it. Yo, I need to get this kid his own place. Also, what's happening? Are we going through a debris field? No, we're just going through the thing. Okay, well, they're busy now. Woke me up. Your room is itchy. I don't like to sleep in here. Where should I sleep? The guest house? Yes. Oh, we just didn't talk to him. I could make it Stanley's room. I get it. Thanks, Big Hat. Wow, thank you for not spoiling that, anybody. I'm like, kind of feel a little bit sensitive about the fact that I didn't just talk to Stanley. Hey, excuse me, could you get up and go? Moo says, all of you need to enter your damn birthdays in the Sandbox Discord server. Oh, is there like a birthday, like, announcement thing? That's a cool feature. Sleep until morning, yes. Maxine is saying, I already did. Debauchery is saying, I think it would fit in like an hour or so time slot without feeling like you're not going to get a bunch of stuff done in the time frame. Is that for 2 Point Campus? Yeah, strategy games and management games, I do feel are well suited for like, well, you know, I don't necessarily have like 5 hours today to do a stream, but I've got an hour, I've got 2 hours, and in that time, let's set a specific goal and try to do that. Like, that's what Anno 1800 has been now for, pardon me, for several months, and I've really had a good time with that. Every single stream, we get something done. Sometimes it's fighting a war, sometimes it's, you know, building up an island, sometimes it's just fixing problems with the, you know, the trade routes that we need to get our supply lines in order. Hi. But yeah, Moo, please let Don't Trust the Waffles know that we had a chance to watch some of their stream today, and it actually did a good job of making me more interested in checking out The Witness. The issue for me with The Witness is that the guy who made it is not someone that I'm a big fan of, but I will typically go where the good games are, and The Witness seems like it's got a very interesting execution. Let's put in some copper. And here, oak log, why not? Are you all done? Okay, bye. Mia, thank you for doing the shout out. Debauchery saying the birthday tab is the first channel under the Sandbox Playground, right above general chat if people are trying to find it. Debauchery, I think that, you know, it wouldn't just be me who's like, didn't know that. Thank you for putting that in there. At least for me, and this is true of all Discords, I just have a lot of difficulty finding my way around. I feel like Discord, I do not know what determines the order of like the channels in a Discord, or it doesn't feel like there's a lot of consistency from one Discord to another, and it's not like there needs to be. I feel like it's a space that everybody gets to set up however they want it to be. But I go to like a lot of things in Discord, and it's like I feel like I'm always on the wrong tab. Or like Discord is a place that I can go to and be like, I know I saw this like a day ago, and now even if I'm like in the right Discord channel, I'm just not going to be able to find it again. I'm amazed that people are able to use Discord to like communicate as thoroughly as they do without the advent of just having like it's great for voice chat. I really like Discord's voice chat. I think that it's great. I always like Skype's as well. It was really helpful, like when Mia was like far away, we could still keep in touch with that. Am I currently moving? I kind of feel like I'm not. Mooey's saying that she's entered the Bugs birthdays, and then also it's this Saturday the 22nd. I'll be... Oh, wow! It is coming up soon! Moo, so like I said, I'm very worried about forgetting to say it is not that depressing. I give you something that you like every single day. Welcome to my life living in a conscious community in the Guatemalan mountains. surrounded by volcanoes and a sacred lake. Exotic and stimulant. He's gotta love this. Yes, it's great. Oh, is that not enough vocal fry? Hold on. Welcome to my life and living in a conscious community in the Guatemalan mountains, surrounded by volcanoes and a sacred lake, where we live together, play together, sing together, work together, and connect with each other every day. Build me a... Oh no, this is making me uncomfortable because we've already built the house and she's already asked us about building the house on another occasion, and then I wasn't reading it aloud because I got distracted by the HW thing. Would it be possible to build me a house? You remember the kids and David and I lived on a farm. We had nature all around. We had dogs and goats. It was a cozy little farmhouse. It wasn't much, but it was ours. Oh, my little farmhouse. That's right. It's right there. Well, a job well done once again. Not everyone is good with houses. Yeah, it's... I don't like this story. Hold on. Okay, just keep doing that. Let's give her something that she likes. How about some meat stew? Well, well, this tastes so familiar and authentic. It's gotta be old-fashioned. Have a hug. Nom nom nom. Moo just DM'd Mia on Discord, and Patikan is saying, oh, Debauchery is saying it's up to the server admin primarily. Some people like it chaotic, and other people try to make them the flow of channels as easily accessible as possible. It's probably just like everything else, where if you spend enough time on a particular Discord, like you'll get it. I need to start the boat moving. I keep finding chores. Also, Bettina saying, I hope you invite Alan Wake to your birthday party, Moo. Anyways, back to Lurk. The trouble with that, Patikan, is that if Moo invited Alan Wake now, he wouldn't arrive in time because he's too effing slow. It's amazing that Alan Wake and Control take place in the same universe. Like, Jesse and Alan Wake both exist in the same continuity. And, like, one of them just has two bum knees, man, and it's slippery-ass cowboy boots. I know what I wanted to tell you. The man from my town was one of the 2 real estate agents around. He had just started and wanted to make an impression. He had a giant mustache and was always wearing a tuxedo. It was quite odd. Anyway, it turned out that he couldn't sell a house to save his life, but he was the lead salesperson in his district for 2 years straight. The local paper did a big story on him. They found out that his wife was buying up all the properties. She had like 20 houses in her name. The whole neighborhood was nearly empty. She could afford it. Her dad had struck rich in oil. Wow. What a rags to riches story. Just goes to show you, you can't judge by his... well then. This is not the point of what Beverly was just sharing, but it reminds me of all of those, like, articles that you can find online about how to be completely debt-free, how to go to college and be completely debt-free by age 23. And, like, every single one of them, every one of them without fail, literally all of them, include, like, step 3, inherit a large amount of money. And it's like, they're always presented completely unironically. Like, what's wrong with you millennials? It's so easy to be debt-free. Like, we interviewed this person who got debt-free by age 25, and like every single one of them is like, yeah, also inherited like $180,000 that is paying off this dividend, and it's just hello to Brian. Brian, shoot. Oh, right. So Brian was asking, how about music? Is it good to have the original music in games? Is it important for VODs? And I desperately need to get this boat going. So while I'm answering that question, let's just head over here. And we want to go here. Because we're gonna... I think we can get the upgrade for the ship. I actually didn't look when we started to head here. No, we don't have the bottled ectoplasm. And I don't know how to get it. That's the fog lifter. And then this is... I don't have the money for this. Okay, hold on. This is senseless. Stop the boat. Bottled ectoplasm. I mean, I could go down here. I don't actually know what's down here. These are just thunderstorms. Lightning in a bottle. This has pulsar ore. This has meteor shower. Comet rocks. And then there's some space back here. Well, let's go down here then, and we'll see what we can find. It's going to be a big thunderstorm. We can see that much, but we'll see if there's anything else back there. So here's my take on it, Brian. First of all, I like to have the music on in the games because it is part of the... It's part of the original experience, and for better or worse, what I like to try to do here is... Wait, can I do some more lobster rolls? I just don't remember the recipe here. But I know somebody really liked lobster rolls. They might no longer be with us, but I want to try to do it. So, on the whole, lobster roll, lobster and flour. Probably any flour, so we're going to go with the corn flour that we have a lot of, and then the lobster. So for me, there's a big element of the music in the game. I want to show the game as it is. I want to give the most complete vision of the game, and I want to have the most complete experience. So for me personally, that's a big thing. However, depending on the music that's in the game, some music can get your VODs muted, especially if you are quiet or a cutscene is playing. And then what happens is that after you're done streaming, everybody that watched it live, they got to see all of it. But when the video is saved after the fact, sections of the episode can be muted out. And that is never not disappointing, because that's a section where people can see the video, but they can't hear anything. Nothing. Not the music, not your commentary, not the game. It's complete silent. That sucks. And it's going to be very much on a game-by-game basis. I would say, generally speaking, you are more likely to have difficulty with songs that have lyrics in them, somebody singing, than without. But even that is a very general rule. I got dinged once for a song playing in The Last of Us that didn't have any lyrics at all. And sometimes it can be incredibly subtle things that are in the background. There was an episode of Dreamfall Chapters that got a pretty good chunk muted out because, and I wasn't even like consciously aware of it, there was a song playing on the radio in the background and Twitch picked it up and muted like a solid chunk of the VOD. So if you want to have your VODs, your best chance to not get muted is to not have music. But for me personally, I consider that too high of a price to pay. So I sort of live with the risk of certain VODs getting muted, and if that happens, then we try to explain in the channel description, in the video description, what had happened. Hey, Sweet Pea, you've probably wondered where I've been lately. Yeah, it's been a while. Beverly, how you doing? I've been hiding out in my house. I didn't want to come out. Just like in a small town, word gets around, and the gossip starts. My walls are not that thick. I can still hear people talking about me. This kind of thing, unwarranted gossip, I mean, it happened all the time back in town. People don't seem to change. One of my good friends was always the nicest to me. She would always praise my hairstyle or the way I dressed. The compliments were always coming. And this was when I had just lost my brother. You remember? I told you that story about that sudden brain aneurysm? Poor thing. Taking the dog for a walk and then poof, on the ground. Well, it was around that time. One day I was at her house for a garden party and we had to leave early. My husband wasn't feeling too well. Too many cocktails. He was such a lightweight. Well, we left quite suddenly, but I had forgotten my purse. I come back not 15 minutes later, and from the sidewalk I could hear, well, she was talking about behind my back. Talking about how I wore the same dress to 2 parties in a row. She said it in a very offhanded way, like she was stating a fact. Everyone knows that. She should know better than... That's what I remember. The way it made me feel. I didn't like it. This is how I feel now. Nobody likes to be kicked when they're down. I've been feeling like I'm losing my mind. And on top of that, other people on this boat have been talking about me behind my back. Beverly, I will go kick them in the shin. You tell me who. I don't want you to put yourself in a delicate situation, but could you help? Maybe do the rounds and see for yourself what's going on? I would appreciate it. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Okay, actually, I don't mind her plan, because what her plan is you go find out, like, you go listen around, rather than making accusations, like, you go confirm. Hold on. And I'll also say the other thing about, like, music and VODs getting muted is, the other thing is just... decide now, decide in advance, whatever happens, happens, and you will save the VODs that you can, and the ones that are going to get muted are just going to be muted. I'm not going to get this one. But yeah, in general, my piece of advice for anybody streaming on any platform is, for whatever period of time that allows you to do so, save the VODs. Because there's going to be people that like your content, that want to see more, and might be following with, well, like, a long playthrough, or like they hear about like this big moment that happened and they want to see the context if it's not clipped properly or whatever. Having the VOD saved afterwards allows people to catch up with whatever they missed. It gives an extra option for people who might want to see it. And that's all it is, and it's, at least on Twitch, it's literally a checkbox. Okay, 2 lobster rolls, we did it. A new design. Oh, Stella, I have received the most amazing submission. This is a design for a clock. One of the strongest symbols of humanity's dedication to rising above its lowly station. The measuring of time beats the path to its accounting, which in turn allows for long-term planning. When the first humans started this colossal and seemingly pointless task of measuring time, they extracted themselves from the instinct. They stopped surviving as animals. Instead, they started surviving as a species. Humanity was born when the apes decided they would play timekeepers. Oh, sorry, I was lost in my thoughts. Anyway, I am quite excited by this new design, and I entrust it to you. Okay, max to minimalist clock. No problem. Let's see if we can improve his thing, or what we're going to take. Okay, so I need gold, and we've never even seen gold. Now, it's possible at the quarry we can get gold. That didn't occur to me before this episode, but yeah, we could go see if the quarry has gold. And then we would need a rose gold sheet, which I'm not going to bother. Well, maybe I will bother looking. I assume we need gold for that to sort of make sense, but... Foxconn is saying how I wear the same dress 2 parties in a row, me wearing the same khakis, Doom t-shirt, and hoodies 5 days in a row. And... yeah, that's sort of how I feel about it personally. If you are concerned with what somebody else is wearing to parties... you're not having a good time at those parties, are you? Because when I'm with other people, I'm sort of interested in what's going on with them, not critiquing whether or not they wore this same outfit 2 days earlier or 5 days earlier or yesterday. What the hell difference does it make? And it's not like I'm choosing not to say that because I decide it doesn't matter. I mean, I literally don't perceive something like that. I don't know what... I don't feel like I'm missing out by having this all take place beneath my notice. So yeah, we would need a spare gold ingot for the rose gold sheet as well. I'm going to say that when the sun comes up, we are going to go to... sorry, words. We're going to go to the quarry because it's a place that we can go that we haven't been. And now that we have all of the movement options, I think they'll let us in the door. Are the interiors of the buildings all supposed to be purple now? Okay, yeah, there was nothing really down here. So, well, at least we didn't find anything of value, and this is the void. This is like the edge of time over here. I don't need to go see Arena right now. I feel like we've been there. I don't feel like I have blueberries anymore, though. And then this is Edgeboro Lane. Yeah, we could, like, push back the fog here maybe a little bit, but not really. Let's head to the quarry, or the fast travel station that will take us to the quarry. That's this here. Kalkstein Mines. I don't know why I keep saying quarry. We're going to go there. And the closest fast travel is right there. So we're going to go... I'm here. You know what? I think our best bet is we go here, because that way we can uncover more of the map on the way. Also, yeah, let's wake everybody up. And that way we can be sure to give them some food. Brian is asking, what is this game about? So, this is a 2D... It's a 2D sort of like building and crafting game. So you only go left, right, up, and down. This is a boat, and we are currently navigating this boat on the ocean by way of the navigation table in the cabin. And we visit different islands doing quests and errands and collecting crafting resources for the people that currently reside on the boat, as well as some of the people that live on the islands, in order to progress the story. So you can see here that on the boat, we've got, like, it's a very tall boat. We've got a lot going on. Hold on, let's take care of the cow. And, what it's about is Stella, the character that you see here wearing the blue hat. She is a Spiritfarer. Apparently, she passed away. And now she's responsible for taking this boat around and helping other semi-recently departed individuals navigate their way to their final destination, to go beyond the Everdoor and to have made peace with their existence. I'm gonna take that out and put in some wheat now instead. And along the way, we have some sheep. We have some field plots here. We're gonna get this rice, water the sunflowers. I think that I'd like to plant some more. See, now I'm out of corn. That's what's happened now. Oh, and Brian, this game has been out for a while, so it is also like pocket change cheap when it's on sale. This is a very, very inexpensive game, so depending on, you know, if you are liking anything that you're seeing, it's a very chill and relaxing time, and I have been enjoying it quite a bit. Okay, we are at the fast travel seal. I'm gonna shear this sheep real quick. I've been waiting all day. Oh, and it's also got multiplayer, I believe. I think that, my understanding is that one person could play Daffodil the cat here, who's currently our green friend. Let's give Daffodil a hug. No! Hold on. A gift. Here's some fire glow. Don't be shy. Make something extra spicy, please. Well, that seems like a good hint. Hold on, let's make something with fire glow. I think I think potatoes turn into like spicy chips, but let's make that. Okay, we're gonna use the fast travel seal. Yeah, so we just sort of like shaved off all of that murk. And now we want to go here by way of here. Yeah, Brian, it's just got this like wonderful animation. It's very bright. It's very colorful. And I will note, it is a game about death. Like, there are characters that you're gonna wind up saying goodbye to. And we were talking a little bit earlier about some of those stories can hit real hard. It's a very sort of like gentle and pleasant game. And then every once in a while, it'll be like, the game will remind you what the central theme is about, and sometimes that's caught me off guard. Oh, or whatever we smashed through really sort of caught me off guard. Tugged too hard on the line. I don't know that feathering out is a good idea or not. I'm just trying to like limit the amount of distance that the fish gets. Oh, I'm not really gonna have time for this. Well, we could always use the fish. It's been a while since I've done a fish meal. This is one of those games, Spiritfarer, where it's similar to Stardew Valley, where more than anything, what I'm really surprised about is that the developer doesn't release this with a plan in mind to do, like, seasonal updates, where it's like, maybe they've added more to Stardew Valley, for example, but, like, in Stardew Valley, there's, like, basically 2 full years of story where there's like there's more that's happening. Oh, that's, hold on. And then at least from when I played, and this was many patches ago, at that point things just sort of stabilize and the people don't really say anything new. The story doesn't develop. There's not like more stuff that happens. And I remember, I think it was Ben Hansen over at Game Informer had said how awesome it would be if like every once in a while, like there was a patch that would like, oh, like one character would leave, like oh, we've updated for year 3 and now this character decides to move away and somebody else moves into their home, or somebody new joins the cast, and like it could continue to develop over time. And like it's similar to like this game where I feel like once most of the artwork and stuff is done, to simply add new characters, like a DLC that added like 3 additional characters with their storylines and their requests, something that could be pursued as part of a regular playthrough, or otherwise just you load back into whatever your end game state is and you're able to like engage with them. It's just like a good option to have. And the people that made this do a really great job with like the characterization. All of the people are so visually distinct. They're also unique in terms of their personality and their mannerisms. It just feels like it would be something pretty cool to continue to expand on. I guess there is the one element of, I knitted this for you earlier. It should keep you nice and warm if the weather ever takes a turn for the worse. Got some wool fabric. Thank you. Not up for a hug. I'm willing to bet that Mickey is probably hungry. Yes. And he's going to complain at me if I don't get him something good. We did not give him the garlic bread last time. Maybe he likes onion rings? Mickey could never pass up some pub food. He'll always find some space. Fox McCloud says, you're the boatman giving them food and housing while completing their requests, while learning what their lives have been like, and then taking them to the afterlife. I thought that was the fish taking the boat under. Wasn't gonna go down without a fight. Oh, when we went through the ice? We smashed through the ice. The fish decided to like, that's it. This is my chance. We're gonna, oh shoot. The name of the big whale. Not Moby Dick, but like the one that swallows Pinocchio. What was that guy's name? Honey Ham. Well, but he likes exotic and acquired taste food. There we go. Steamed shellfish. Okay, I think I'm at the quarry. I will worry about... Well, I was about to say I'll worry about the sheep later, but I do want to adjust this because it can just sit here and mill while we're doing other stuff. I'll be here, securing this mine. Well done! You're ready and well-equipped for the job. You did well, recruit. I'm happy to welcome you to the team. Here you go. Have fun in there, maybe. That sounds odd. You're going into an abandoned mine, after all. Be careful. People who play mazes and monsters go crazy in there. Always respect the job. Okay. Well, there can be lots of secret... Yep. It's immediately... The very first thing we do is a secret passage. Yeah, so this past weekend, Mia watched Mazes and Monsters. Hold on. Nope. Which is mostly known as being an early Tom Hanks movie, and somewhat less well known as being part of the satanic panic that said, oh my god, if you play Dungeons and Dragons, you're going to hell! The actual story, so Mazes and Monsters is a film adaptation of a novelization of a real-world event where a college student went missing, and then when the police were trying to investigate where the college student went, there was at least briefly a theory that the college student was like a big role player and might have wandered into the steam tunnels underneath the school to play the role-playing game there. Now, that was not where the person was, so there was no there was no ultimate truth to that. And by the way, like, from what I've heard, and I wasn't there, I don't know, but it doesn't seem like the police were being irresponsible. They were just like, well, maybe that's one of the places we should look. It didn't turn out that that's where the person was. The police looked there, that's not where he was, and I believe they found the person, and I don't remember all the details of the story. But the news got out. Oh, really? Really? Okay. The news got out that, oh my god, this kid was playing a tabletop role-playing game, and now he's missing. He's lost in the mines. He's lost touch with reality. And that sort of became like the narrative that people were talking about. And then this led to the book, Mazes and Monsters, which was then turned into this movie. So by the time you get to the movie, you are several degrees past anything that actually happened. Well, hold on. Where am I supposed to go, though? Okay, well, hold on. Let me look around up here. And then the movie is just really odd. Like, the movie absolutely feels like the people making it realized very, very quickly that there was... Like, that's the story. That's the whole movie. I just want you guys to know. This college student named Tom Hanks goes to college, and his friends say, hey, do you want to play Mazes and Monsters? And he says, okay, sure. And then they go into some mines to play Mazes and Monsters, which is definitely not Dungeons and Dragons, because not one goddamn person ever rolls a die. And then he immediately goes crazy and spends the entire rest of the movie shunning his girlfriend and wandering around New York City and being extremely confused about where he is and what's going on, because he's just, like, completely lost track of reality. Okay, we can do this, though. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we needed to, like, be part of the updraft to get there. So, like, that's not a 90-minute movie. That's not a 60-minute movie. So they then fill it out with like all of this other stuff that's going on where like there's this dumbass kid that's like wearing like all of these hats. Apparently he's like 16 years old. He's the same age as everybody else, but apparently he's 16 years old. And so he is at college with all of these kids that are like a couple years older than him. Not really, because he looks the same age as everybody else. But so he shows up with like infinity hats. He's got a Sherlock Holmes cap and a bowler hat and a stovepipe hat. He's got a nautical hat. He's got an Amelia Earhart hat. He's got like just all of these, like a World War I German military hat. He's got all of these hats. Why does he have the hats? And like, by the way, nobody ever comments on it. Nobody in the whole movie ever comments on this, like, otherwise regular human being who is just inexplicably wearing like a very tall chef's hat. Like he's not in a kitchen, but he's wearing like a Muppet style cartoon chef's hat. Not really, but like this is the level of silliness that, wow, I did everything wrong here. Hold on, oh, no, I did not do anything wrong. Okay, I definitely don't need those seeds, but technically I got something out of this. And then, like, this kid decides that he's going to commit suicide, and he decides to do it by going into the mines, and then apparently the mines are so cool, like the mines are such a great location to play mazes and monsters, that he's the one that introduces Tom Hanks to go to the mines with everybody. In other words, going to the mines saved this kid's life because they redirected his abject misery of being 16 years old at college and just having too many hats on his hands. And when he got into the mines, it's like, oh man, I really want to stay alive for a little bit longer so that I can play mazes and monsters with all of my close friends who like me and respect me, and we share this awesome pastimes with one another. I guess now I won't commit suicide so that we can play mazes and monsters in the mines. Well, fuck you, game. What the hell was this? It kicked me all the way back to the start, I think. Is this the start? This is the start. Yeah, I just got pretty boned. Fox McCloud is saying, well, you're not lost if you're exploring. Mia said the peanut gallery, including Rogue, during that watch party was particularly epic. I was howling. Hold on, I missed something that Sam Melander said. Hello, Sam Melander, and welcome. Hold on, let me find this. Okay, so we hopefully gave Brian some good information on what the game is about. And... wait, what did... movie being generous? Yeah. It just... and then, like, are we allowed to quote-unquote spoil Mazes and Monsters? Like I don't even know what would be spoiled here. At the end of the movie, everybody goes to visit Tom Hanks, because again, Tom Hanks is the one who has like the mental problems. Not the kid that was going to commit suicide because he wasn't going to be allowed to play Mazes and Monsters for like all of 24 hours. But like Tom Hanks's character is the one who just like completely loses touch with reality and believes that he is his character, and decides like, there's this great scene when his girlfriend shows up and it's like, hey, you want to fool around? And Tom is just like, no. What are you talking about? I'm a holy man. I can never touch you again. And she is... what was amazing about that scene is that she was like, I can't believe this has happened again. And I was like, is this the second time? I'm sorry. Can we slow down? You're in college. You are at most, based on like what year these kids are, like 20 years old. I'm sorry, has there been multiple occasions in your life at this age where suddenly your significant other is just refusing to make physical contact with you? Because I'm just letting you know, something's fucking weird. I remember being that age. Like, what is happening here? It just, sure. I mean, if that's the way it's gonna go. But like, she was like extremely hurt by this, and I just feel like the correct response would have been, there's something wrong with Tom Hanks. And it could be as simple as Tom Hanks is gay, but like something weird is going on here. And instead, like she and all of her friends are just like, huh, that's weird. I guess I'm just gross. And then like, I don't know. There's a lot of weird shit going on. My point is that they really pad out the movie with like a lot of like extra stuff that doesn't go anywhere. Like the suicide attempt, the hat, the girlfriend who's just like mysteriously shunned by her boyfriend. Like, and it's like, there's all of these signs that Tom Hanks was a pretty weird dude to start with, because he was dating this girl for like 15 minutes of the movie run, and then he's like, hey, now we can move in together. And she's like, okay, so, again with this. Again, hold on, can we get back up here? There has to be something else up here. There has to be. Yes! There we go. I don't care about having those things, but now I've gotten them. So we've solved the mystery of the caves. Okay. We did not find any gold. That's why I was there. It was primarily to get the gold. Salamander is saying his symptoms are basically undiagnosed schizophrenia. If I didn't read that before. And then Salamander was saying to Salamander, it's a bad movie that nobody should watch, and Salamander is saying truth. Hold on 1 second. Let's get the eggs. Which, by the way, is true. Like, that's the thing about Mazes and Monsters. It's not funny. It's like, the hats are very stupid. And, like, I agree with Mia that, like, interacting with the other people watching the movie, that was funny. But the movie itself was very boring. There's just not enough things that happen in it. And it's not even interesting from, like, what knockoff Dungeons and Dragons thing did they make, because Mazes and Monsters is apparently played on something akin to a Monopoly board. Nobody ever rolls dice, and like, it's just there's no rules to the game at all. So there's not even any fun in trying to like deconstruct the Calvin ball that they're doing. It's just dumb garbage that doesn't mean anything. Oh, and I didn't get around to like saying the last thing at the end. Like, Tom Hanks, like, climbs up to the top of the World Trade Center for reasons, and then it's like, oh, I can't do it anymore. And then it just, like, cuts, basically, and it's, like, months later, and all of his friends are gonna go visit him. And it's like, oh, this is great. Like, he's had some time to rest and relax and recuperate and get some therapy and maybe get some proper treatment for whatever's going on with him. Maybe even within the weirdo logic of this movie, he's gotten better just by dint of not playing the game, and he's restored his functioning understanding of reality. And they go and meet Tom Hanks. He's like, no, he's just as like detached as ever. He's still referring to himself by his character name. He's still calling all of his friends their characters' names. It's like a super depressing ending, and it feels like the moral of the story is supposed to be, my God, if you ever play Dungeons and Dragons even a little bit, you're not only going to lose all interest in carnal relations with your significant other, but you're also going to be like just you're going to be completely disassociated for life, basically. Hold on, someone's yelling for me. And they're locked in. Okay, we gotta ring the doorbell, maybe. No, I'm locked out. Oh. Look, Big Hat, I did what you told me. This guest house is now Stanley's room, but it's not entirely ready. I still need to find a bunch of stuff to make it nice. Want to help? Could you? That would be great. I need some linen fabric. I'm making something. I can't tell you what it is. It's a secret. Well, let's also give this some food. How about some grilled fish? Whoa, thanks. This is so good. I should have some linen fabric, and if I don't, I can make it pretty easily. Cotton, silk, Nebula. No, I don't have any. Okay. Sam Lander says, nobody rolls dice. You're only allowed to have one character ever, and you take your character to any game you play. Yeah. It's interesting how little the people that made the movie, like, it's, sometimes you will take creative liberties because it just makes for a better or more expedient story. This is not intended to be a movie about deconstructing the rules of Dungeons & Dragons. It's supposed to be about how playing Dungeons & Dragons, like, messes you up mentally for a lifetime. So getting too deep into the actual mechanics would in fact be dangerous, right? So you wouldn't want to do that. The people watching the movie might become so fascinated by Dungeons & Dragons that then they too would be at risk for a lifetime of depravity. However, the rules that they make up just don't make any fucking sense. And they don't make sense in ways that, like, would be easily fixed with absolutely no effort. For example, Tom Hanks shows up at college and he's like, hey, I really like this game, Mazes, and like 4 people crowd around him. Oh my god, Mazes and Monsters, you play as well? It's like, oh, well, yeah, I'm like 9th level. Really? Wow, so am I. I'm 9th level. You should come join our party. Join us. One of us. And it's like, what do you mean you're 9th level? That's not how this works. If a group of people are interested in playing, maybe you would create a new character. That new character could even be based on a favorite character that you like from before, but you don't just like import your character like it's Mass Effect or something. Everybody knows this. It's just the people that made it had very, very, very odd ideas that there's some like universal database. It's like your permanent record in school where your character is stored, and you have to import that character. And if that character dies, well, that's it. Everybody starts over now because your character died. Sorry, I needed the linen fabric, I think. And I've wandered around doing other things, but didn't do that. I bet he's hungry, because this dude is always hungry. And he won't eat anything special, anything simple, anything easy to make. Here, have some aloo gobi. Okay. Grumpy saying the car is still at the shop. Day 10. Wait. You need to get out of the way. I can't loom when you're here. Okay. I knew it wouldn't be long, but I'm gonna have to grow some more linen soon. Like, if this is how it works, then Mia's character, Nardali, is her, like, fantasy character, and she's not allowed to join any other tabletop role-playing games unless she's playing Nardali and no one else. It's like, watching the people in this movie talk about their role-playing game and knowing that it's supposed to be an analog for Dungeons & Dragons at any phase in D&D's like lifetime, it reminds me of like when Fox News tried to cover like Mass Effect. And it's just like, whatever ideas they had about like, what the game was supposed to be is so far divorced from the reality of it. I think everybody in the world has seen that clip, but just in case you've missed it, I think it's called like Sex Box or something like that, and the quote reporter unquote is talking about how they were digitally scanned, it didn't take as long as they thought, and then they were suddenly thrust into a world of like complete pornographic ecstasy that your character is allowed to go around to different ports of call and just have alien sex with everybody. It's like, there's no way to arrive at being on television to say those things unless you are determined with every fiber of your being to not know what you're talking about. I want to give this person some linen fabric. Oh! It's the soft kind. Thank you so much, Big Hat. You're the best. I can't believe I'm on this ship. I heard a seagull earlier, I think. That's so cool. Well, I think. Might have been a pigeon or my stomach rumbling, but if it was, that's pretty awesome. Okay, is there anything else I can get for you? You're not interested in food. Talk? I don't understand. That nice lady. Big Hat? I don't like it when people say lies, but oh, that's right, we're supposed to investigate for Beverly. I don't like it when people say lies about me. Well, let's talk to Gustav. Gossip, you say, about Beverly. Well, Stella, while bad-mouthing and hearsay are, sadly, deeply rooted in parasites of the artistic world, let me reassure you I will not, do not, and never did partake of them. Besides, I'm far too busy with my endeavors. I'm not paying attention. Hey, over here. Let's go take that vacation in Grey Mist Peaks. Why don't you go in there? It's almost like there's a reason or something. I don't want to talk to you, though. I didn't sleep well last night. My back was killing me. What are you doing? Are you busy right now? What? I didn't ask you to do that. I haven't been talking to anybody. Have people been talking behind my back? I don't think they would have had the time to form an opinion of me. Are you sure I asked you to do that? That sounds like something you would do on your own. I might go introduce myself now. Hopefully you haven't ruined my reputation by now. Oh, Sweet Pea? Always trying to help out. Okay, so that was it then? I guess that was it. The lemonade vendor in Oxbury. I don't know that person. Wait, Grumpy says they haven't even started. Wait, Grumpy, what the hell? Like, okay, so Grumpy, I had a similar situation happen at the end of last year, where I brought my car in for service, and then I called on the day that it was supposed to be done, and they had not yet started it, because the person that I dropped it off with didn't tell anybody. So we both drove there. Then the two of us drove back together. Then I waited the whole time. Then thankfully we called ahead. Oh, yeah, sorry, we didn't know that your car was here, so I guess we'll get started on that now. Okay, so when will be done? Okay, another several days. And then when we called back, it turned out that, again, didn't hear a thing. Then when we called back, they were like, oh, the person who was going to do it got sick, so now no one's done it. More Than Mia said Fox News try to cover Mass Effect. Yes. It's basically sort of like what I just described. I remember that there was an author, some like clinical psychologist went on and like talked about like how depraved the game was and how you just ran around having sex all the time. And then her book got review bombed on Amazon, which like, it's just, if you're willing to go on Fox News and give such an affirmative opinion on something that, like, we're not having a disagreement with this person over the content of Mass Effect. It's not that there's different readings and this person views things differently. They are describing things that literally don't exist in the game at all. There's nothing in the game that vaguely resembles anything similar to what they're talking about. That's how far off it is. Grey Mist Peaks I can't get to. And for this we need a maximum minimalist clock, for which I need some gold. I am a little stumped right now. This is like when we were looking for zinc. Right now, in order to build the fog diffuser, what I need is ectoplasm. There has to be something else then. Let's do a quick tour of things. XP potion, I don't have that. We built all that stuff. Missing blueprint, missing blueprint, missing blueprint. Pine plank. I don't feel like I have pine. I have maple, oak, and ash. I do not have pine yet. Don't have that. Don't have that. Or I've already done that. Missing blueprint. Okay, we did all that. We did all that. We did that. Did it. Sawmill upgrade. Yep, we did that. We got all that stuff. Done it. Yes. Missing blueprint. I can't click on this even a little bit. I guess that's where Stanley is. Bottled ectoplasm. So we've got a couple things. This is exactly like when I hit up against the issue with zinc. So let's check the map. I haven't had to look up anything in this game yet, but I'm getting another like zinc problem here. The game is not obscure about where to find things usually. So it's like we try to go back to Nordsea Pier, I guess. All we've got here is question marks. Grumpy's saying, they know it's there. They keep telling me how they're backed up in any day now. That just seems like... Grumpy, did you bring it in on an appointment? Because if so, what was the point? What was the purpose of the appointment? I'm going to say that when we get to Nordsea Place, we'll probably call it there. And if we have a beat, I would actually like to look up. I bet that Fox News thing is on YouTube. It's been a while since I've seen it. I want to make sure that I'm accurately representing the inanity of it. And, like, to me, that Fox News piece on Mass Effect was so, like... When I see people upset about how, quote, mainstream media, unquote, is covering, like, this video game or that video game, or, like, that person has an opinion that I don't like, it's like, okay, well, I mean, if that person... Like there's so much space for different experiences that it kind of bothers me when the way that people talk about it is, oh, well, this entire publication has no idea what it's talking about because... they don't like this game enough. They only gave it a 9 out of 10. You know, stuff like that. That seems very common. I believe we've stopped because it's too dark, but I could be wrong. Platform Platypus, hello to you. Says, he works in the auto industry. No excuse to take more than a couple days to begin diagnosis on a car. And... even if, hello to you. Oh, and I don't know that I've had a chance to say to you, but I hope that you have continued to... My memory is that you had a bout of COVID not so long ago, and we're talking about that on stream and in apps chat. I very much hope, more than anything else that I'm talking about right now, that has been a smooth recovery and gone very well for you. I feel like I've already been here. Maybe we'll take a more thorough look around here next time. I feel like we're out of time for this episode. But yeah, like, even if the garage is so busy that they legitimately can't get to Grumpy's car right now, just say that. Like, if the car is completely disabled, that's another thing. But it was just like, hey, look, we're really, really backed up. Can we pencil you in for 5 days from now? Then at least Grumpy and his family would have their car back. Like, that just seems like common courtesy. Back to 100%, says Platform Platypus. That's awesome. Also, Platform Platypus was asking Grumpy, is it a dealership or an independent shop? And Sam Lander saying, when you're the Apple of the car industry and no independent shops will touch your stuff, you can just screw consumers. Is that the thing with Tesla? I don't know. So is that the thing, like independent shops won't even, like, lay a hand on it? Nobody else services Tesla. It's a whole different thing. Yeah. So let's call it here. You guys, this was a lot of fun. As I alluded to near the beginning of the stream, this was important, honestly, to be able to wind down from the day. Whenever I talk about this, I do always like to take a second to say, it's fine. nobody got their arm in like a crimping machine or something. Like, it's fine. There's just a lot going on. I will also note this, what's happening right now is not nearly as stressful or bad as what I was dreading for the last several months. So yeah, there's a lot going on. There will be a lot going on. And the important thing is that we get to hang out and have some great chats and like explorations here in Spiritfarer. Let's call it here, and then we're going to find somebody fun to raid in just a few moments. But until then, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.